Hey, welcome. You're on the path with John. This is John Ulrich. I help network marketers and people in recovery to create success-filled lives and businesses. Many years ago, when I was like 18 or 19, my friend Steve and I went to Alta, Utah to be ski bums for the winter. We really didn't have a plan. We didn't know anyone who'd ever done anything like that. But as luck would have it, we found work at a ski resort right on the mountain. And the resort provided lodging and meals, and part of the wage package was that we got a pass to unlimited skiing. But the problem with the job was that we had to be dishwashers. Now, dishwasher wasn't a bad job in that location because the benefit was that you'd work till about 10 in the morning, and you didn't have to come back to work and do the dinner dishes until about 6 p.m. And the rest of the day we were free to ski. Now, if you're a skier, you'd probably know that there are very few places in the world where the skiing's any better than it is at Alta, Utah. Now, dishwasher isn't very prestigious, and Steve and I, we were proud, young, motivated overachievers, and dishwashing felt a little bit beneath us. But we couldn't find a better job that provided us with any more free time to ski than the dishwasher position had. And after all, we were there to ski. So to my friend Steve's credit, he came up with this great idea. He suggested that we be the best damn dishwashers that place had ever seen. And I thought that was a good idea, so we shook on it and we proceeded to kick butt as dishwashers. We'd come in early in the morning, we'd help the cooks get set up for the breakfast, and we'd wash dishes until about 10. Then we'd go ski all day. We'd come back around 6, and we would do the dinner routine, wash dishes from all the dinner. We'd help bus tables if they needed the help, and when we could. And then we'd stay late afterwards. We'd help the janitors mop the floors. We did whatever we could to be of service around there as it pertained to our job and our little sphere of influence. So it was kind of cool, and we were proud of what we were doing. But so now fast forward like 20 years, and I met a guy, and we were talking, and he mentioned that he had been a ski bum in Utah one time. And so I had the follow-up questions, of course, and sure enough, we found out he had worked at exactly the same place that Steve and I had worked, but probably like 5 years after Steve and I had left there. And he asked what I had done while I was there, and I told him I was dishwasher. And he said, "Do you know a guy named Snuffy?" Well, now Snuffy was my friend Steve's nickname during that period of time. And so we chuckled a little bit about those things, and then he realized that we were the ones that they were talking about. While he was there, 5 years after Steve and I left, they were still talking about those two dishwashers and what a great job they did and how crazy they were when they were skiing and, all that. So, and that was 5 years after we'd left there, and this guy still remembered that, and he was talking about it 20 years after that. So now that's a legacy, and it's kind of a humble legacy, but how cool is that? So from that, I learned 3 valuable tips, and I've used them in personal development for all those years since. So for the last 40 years, here's the 3 tips. Number 1, when you choose to do something, do it to the best of your ability. And that has always stood me good, and that doesn't mean it has to be perfect. It only has to be the best of my ability, and some tasks I'm better at than others. Some things I'm, woefully unprepared to do, but I still do it to the best I can. Other things I'm more skilled at, and of course I have a higher standard that I should achieve on that. Number 2, take real pride in the things that you do. And and I don't mean the boastful, look what I did thing, but when you do it, know that it was the best that you could do, whatever level that is, and be satisfied with that, and but be proud of it. Have it to be something that you could show to others if they wanted an example of the work that you could do, and say, this is it. And number 3, when you take on an ordinary project, you try to find something extraordinary in it, and then do it in such a fashion that it has impact, either to the people around you, or to the maybe to the job site where you're at, or to the company you work for, or whatever, but try to impact others with what you do. So that was kind of a fun trip down memory lane. And if you've gotten any value from that story and from those tips, there's a link above this video that'll take you to my training site. And additionally, at that training site, you can register. If you put your name and email address in there, I'll send you a free ebook that I wrote, and that's 27 tips to get you on a success-filled path. And that's free, no charge, no obligation. And if you've gotten any value from this video, please like, share, comment. And it's a beautiful day, so enjoy it. See you next time. Thanks.